Walmart doesn't feel cheap anymore. One thing I've been hearing over and over is how cheap Walmart used to be. It didn't went up. Y'all remember when people be like, hey, just go to Walmart, it's gonna be cheaper. Now people walk in there and grab 5 items and it's like $200. People ain't necessarily mad at Walmart by itself. It's them damn prices. But wait, before we start, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Let's go.
Do not shop at Walmart, y'all. Just why people be getting sick. Look at this shit. This food been out all day long. And this the shit that they put on the shelves and sell to y'all. It tells y'all right here, refrigerated, 33. So it can't be below 40. This out here so y'all can see for yourself. And this what it's reading right here. So y'all can see, it's a 68 way above temperature. It's sitting out here all day. Deep refrigerator must maintain 32, 38 Fahrenheit. 40. It's supposed to read, and this is fat. Don't shop at Walmart. They don't care about y'all. For real. This shit is crazy. They leave it back on like this. Trash like this. I just want to shop at Walmart, bro. I'm glad I did.
This is definitely the worst thing you can buy in Walmart. You have to be 21 years old to enjoy this ice cream. Curiosity killed the cat. Well, if you just smell it, not too bad. But having a bite of it, those people who like the pina colada and who like the ice cream gonna cry together. It tastes like street factory alcohol. It's so overwhelming. Not like pina colada at all. I was like, if it tastes good, I'm gonna come back for the other flavor. But nope, I cannot even finish this job right here. Save yourself $10, buy something else.
So check out, man, it used to be convenient. Now it's just kind of burnt out, bro. You gotta scan every damn item. Like, come on, bro. I'll be trying. I'm put an avocado as a TV.
Do not shop at Walmart, y'all. Just why people be getting sick. Look at this shit. This food been out all day long. And this the shit that they put on the shelves and sell to y'all. It tells y'all right here, refrigerated, 33. So it can't be below 40. This out here so y'all can see for yourself. And this what it's reading right here. So y'all can see, it's a 68 way above temperature. It's sitting out here all day. Deep refrigerator must maintain 32, 38 Fahrenheit. 40. It's supposed to read, and this is fat. Don't shop at Walmart. They don't care about y'all. For real. This shit is crazy. They leave it back on like this. Trash like this. I just want to shop at Walmart, bro. I'm glad I did.
I don't know if I'm the only one who finds this to be a problem, but at every single Walmart I go to, all of the fruit and vegetables are always moldy, covered in mold. I'm not even kidding. Like, look at this. All of these tomatoes, bro. Where's the... Yeah. All of, like, what is wrong with this one? That looks god-awful. Oh, yep. Look at that. Even the fruits. I'm sure you can already see that. Look at that. Mold. Look at that at the bottom. Mold. That is, like, horrifying. And they're all stacked up together.
Everything is locked up, depending on which Walmart you go to. Now, you go to Walmart that's kind of in the trenches, but everything is locked up. Baby formula, Tide Pods, condoms, all the good stuff is locked up. That's because y'all be stealing.
Why would they say?
Why are you crying?
Because why would they lie like that and send me this? I'm not on the phone. I'm making a video, but it's just like, why would they do this? The charger's at the top.
Pootie, why do it matter? I'm laughing because are you fucking kidding me right now? Pootie.
It's not even funny. Like, I'm really irritated. And it says hi there on the screen, mommy.
That's what it said when your phone start. Our phone say hello when it's first start. What's the difference?
There are so many reasons that I avoid Walmart, but I just have to say, at the top of my list, and I want you to know how dead serious I am, it's ugly in there. It's ugly in there, and they make you wait in a line to leave to check your receipt to make sure you're not stealing anything. I'll pay a couple extra dollars and go somewhere else. And now they have that dynamic pricing shit. They make it a humiliation ritual to save a couple dollars. They make sure you know that you're poor. They said, yes, this is $2 cheaper than it is literally anywhere else, but that doesn't mean you're not paying for it. Those $2 are coming off of your overall well-being. So it's up to you if you can afford that.
If you need tire work, do not go to Walmart, at least not in Pell City, Alabama, because they'll turn a 1-hour job into a 2-hour job, and they will not rotate your tires. Anyway, Very upset, very upset. Trying to calm down because they ain't worth my peace. But spend your money somewhere else because they got life effed up. They got it messed up.
I need somebody who works at Walmart and people who work at Walmart only. So I went to Walmart today to buy a few things, right? We all know Walmart doesn't want you to know the price of anything, but yet they sprinkle tags of prices, you know, here and there. So since I am not in the mood to play Russian roulette when it comes to these prices, I want to make sure that, you know, I know what the heck I'm paying for. So long story short, I asked an associate, how can I find out the price of something that I am considering getting? And she says to download the Walmart app. So I use the app and it tells me the price. And I'm like, I like that price. I'm gonna get it. Okay, put it in the cart. Take said cart to checkout. Is ringing for a different price. So I'm like, that's weird. So I call another associate over. I'm like, hey, it's ringing up for a different price. But look, I scanned it and it says this. He's like, let me scan it. Okay. She scanned it. Coming up for the price that was coming up on the register. And I'm like, And she's like, and I'm like, let me scan it again. I scanned it in front of her. It comes with the price that's coming up for me, which by the way was $6 cheaper. Okay. And she's like, well, it's coming up for this for me. And I'm like, girly, we're scanning it together. And then she's like, well, scan it again. I scanned it again. She's like, close the app and open the app. I closed the app and opened the app and I scanned it again. And it was still $6 cheaper. And then she's like, well, maybe it's that you're not sharing the location with the app. What? Yeah, you must not be sharing the location with the app. Okay. I am indeed sharing the location with the app. So what are we talking about? She's like, let me call my manager. Calls the manager. He does the same thing. Asks me to do the same thing. He's like, yeah, I don't know. I'm like, okay, I don't want it. Can you take it off? Because I'm not going to sit here and argue with you. He took it off. Fine. Next thing that I really wanted, this time the tag was on the rack with a rack full of the same item that I was getting. Keep that in mind. Okay? So then, same thing. This time it was like $10 cheaper. And she's like, did you take a picture? And I said, I thought to myself, what the fuck would I take a picture of something that I'm going to buy? No. I was like, if I took a picture of what? She said of the price. I'm like, no. Because why would I do that? She's like, well, can you take a picture? I go back to where the item was. I took a picture and I stepped back so she could see that the rack is indeed full of all the items, the same item that I'm scanning. I say, hey, here's a picture. I'm starting to get aggravated at this point, but I'm keeping my calm. I'm being nice. She's like, well, it's scanning for this. I'm like, ma'am, you guys have it over there for that price. You see that I walked back and I can put it online for you. See all these same items. There's like 10 of them over there. I need to call my manager. Call said manager. He's like, fine, price match it. Why do I have to play price Russian roulette to shop? It's giving the prices, but really the price is wrong. So Walmart, please fix this. Because not only are you making the shopping experience more horrible than it already is, but you're making it harder on your associates to work there. Because unlike me, I was just like, okay, I don't want that. But other people I have noticed that will actually argue back. So again, hostile work environment? No. Thank you. And don't get me started on the fact that the year is 2026 and y'all still don't got Apple Pay. Yeah, no Apple Pay.
No, do not buy this. I posted this earlier. I don't know how this got like a 4.5 review, but this is not it. Now, saying that, Walmart did have another one, but it was not on this shelf that came with a seasoning packet. This came already seasoned to water or whatever, right? The corn was okay. Just didn't taste like fresh. You can see how big the crab legs are. What is this? It's really small. I'm glad I didn't buy like 3 of these. Because remember, this was $19. Wait, let me show y'all these shrimp. What is this? Like, what in the what? No, I'll stick to Juicy, to buying my own. Or like, actually better than Juicy because I find their prices a little bit better. But I'd rather pay, instead of paying like $60 for me and my 2 daughters, I would rather pay the $80, $85 and get the clams and get the crawfish and get the potatoes and get all that. And we probably could eat off for, like, if we spend like $80, we can eat off that seafood for like 2 days. Be much bigger than this because it's by, I guess, and not by the weight, but this is not. Don't buy this, y'all. Bye.
I've been going to Sam's to get groceries. This is Sam's bacon. We ran out of bacon, and I had to go to Walmart to get some more bacon because we live an hour from a Sam's. This is Walmart bacon. What is this? Look at this. Are you kidding me? It's all like that. Like, this is all Walmart bacon. This is Sam's bacon. This is terrible. Like, are you kidding me? The quality difference is insane.
Prices keep sneaking up. It's like, dang, bro, all this stuff used to be cheap. I used to be able to come here and grab 10 items for about $60.
We're paying these people for it if they gonna pick our food like this. This is fucking disgusting. Like, I don't even get like this, but this nasty. That's stop, dude.
Alright, y'all know I'm not even type to sit there and bash people or do stuff like this, but I got 2 story times for y'all today. That's being long overdue. So the first one I'm gonna give y'all this is Walmart, right? Okay, so usually I do Walmart curbside pickup. This, I know y'all gonna say, oh, that's why you were wrong, blah, blah, blah. I'm already knowing, won't do it again, thank you. So I did a Walmart curbside pickup order for the day of because I was making brown stew chicken and cabbage, okay? So as you know, when you make stuff like that, you need fresh vegetables. So I needed cabbage and I needed a red onion, right? All right, cool. So before I even get this order, like a week or 2 ago, I had got some grapes from curbside pickup and they were spoiled. So you know me, I'm over here like, let me check my vegetables before I pull off because last time I had them, it wasn't good. So guess what? Indeed not. I look into the bag, see the cabbage and red onion. It's moldy, disgusting, nasty. So I'm like, you know what? They're gonna exchange it for me because, as they say, their slogan is freshness guaranteed. I don't know if I'm tripping or not, but I could have sworn Walmart thing was freshness guaranteed. Anyways, so I go to Walmart. I didn't even stop at customer service first. I'm like, let me pick out what I need, and then on the way to check out, I'll go to customer service. So I picked up everything that I needed. I got a new onion and I got a new cabbage. Mind y'all, I should have took a picture. When I even went up to the cabbage stand in the fresh produce, tell me why it's only like maybe 5 cabbages on the stand and they all dirty and moldy. So I had to get a manager to fill it up. And she was like, I apologize. I'm gonna get somebody from fresh produce to fill it up for you. The girl came, filled it up, and she apologized to me as well. So Skirt already got 2 apologies already about the cabbage when I went to go pick my new one. But that's not even the worst part, y'all. This is not even the worst part. So anyways, I go, get my cabbage, finish my shopping up, get everything else that I need, and I go to customer service. So first, I'm gonna show y'all a video of this person here. First, I go to customer service. I show them the fruit, and I say, hey, can I exchange this or return it because I just picked this up from curbside pickup and it's disgusting, it's moldy. The girl told me, she said, oh, we can't exchange it or do a refund because you have to have the physical card. Which, mind y'all, I'm using what is it called? I'm using Snap EBT to pay for the vegetables. So I'm like, okay, I don't have the physical card, but I do have this code here that you can scan. So she scanned my Walmart order code, and then she got a successor, whoever he is. He wasn't a manager, his tag said successor. She went and got the successor, and he told me, oh yeah, we can't take this back because you need the physical card. So I told him, I said, sir, I don't have the physical card. I have to wait 7 to 14 days for it to come. What are we supposed to do about this? Because this is moldy. I don't want moldy food. Okay, so I told him, he started getting nasty with me, raising his voice, talking out, like, mind you, I think he was a punk, because the way he was talking, it sounded so feminine and girly. I'm like, skirt, don't want to talk to you, give me another bitch. So he went and got a manager. She wasn't even a manager, she was a team lead, which make it even worse, because I told you to give me a manager, you bring a team lead. I watch him go over and tell her with an attitude as he explained it. He rolling his neck, popping his lips, and she looked at me, and I looked at her, and mind you, they're across from me, and she goes, say, okay, I can tell the same thing you told her. So in my head, I'm like, she gonna be a problem too. So she come up to me, she like, ma'am, we can't exchange it. She said that's not in our policy. The only thing we can do is return it and refund it to the card. And she told me, since you don't have the physical card, there's nothing we can do about it. So I tell her, I'm pointing to the fruit. I'm like, ma'am, look at this vegetables. Look at this. It's disgusting. Y'all just gave me this order. It is moldy. Y'all want me to take moldy food, and I got a 2-year-old right here, so he can get sick, and I can sue y'all. She, oh, well, it's our Walmart policy. You have to have the card. I told her, so it takes 7 to 14. Once again, it takes 7 to 14 days for this card to come. And you're telling me I have up to 7 days to return these items. So I asked her, you want me to take these moldy items, bring them back in 7 to 14 days, where it's going to be even more moldy, just for y'all to tell me, oh, I should have been did it? She looked at me, she said, it's nothing I can do about it. I said, so you want me to return this in 14 days when I get my new physical SNAP card? You want me to return it? She said, no, we won't be able to take it back because it will be past 7 days. I said, so what are we going to do? I said, you know what? F this. I don't want to talk to you. Give me somebody else. Oh, man, you don't have to cuss at me. Blah, blah, blah. Mind y'all, before I even said cuss her, I was very respectful to everybody. All I wanted to do was exchange it so I can make myself some food. Like, it was never that serious. Y'all, Walmart people need to get on top of whoever do the curbside orders because there should be no reason for y'all to give me moldy food. Anyways, so I told her, I said, who are you? She said, on a team lead. I said, I don't want no team lead. Go get a manager. Because you told me it's nothing you can do for me and y'all gave me moldy food. Please go get a manager. So guess what? She go get the manager, the actual manager who I seen on the board that said store manager. So she bring her to me. The lady, I didn't get her name. She was very respectful, very nice. She came up to me. She looked at the fruit. She said, oh yeah, it looks bad. And then the team lead who was being nasty to me said, yeah, it does look very, very bad. Mind y'all, she put on a whole act just because she know her big boss was coming over here. But if I should have complained to the boss because she was nasty, but I didn't because at the end of the day, I'm not here for that. Give me my food. So I guess the manager, she told me, she was like, you know, I do apologize. I did get on the people who are packing the orders to check the fruit before they give it out. And she also told me, she was like, you know, I'm gonna give you a $5 credit, because all I wanted was to exchange it. I didn't want anything. I didn't want nothing. I just needed to exchange it. And I told the lady, I was like, you know, I don't even want the gift card for the inconvenience. You could just take it. I just wanted my fruit. That's all I wanted was my fruit. So she apologized once again, and she gave me the fruit and just left it as it is. But more of the story is, Walmart, y'all not supposed to be selling people nasty fruit and food like that, because at the end of the day, people, no matter how the items was bought, no matter if it's EBT, credit card, it's like, if you're gonna pick an order for somebody and do curbside pickup, just make sure there's stuff right. Like, if you see big black spots or mold, or if you see it's bad, like, why would you give that to somebody? You wouldn't eat that yourself, would you? No. So I just feel like Walmart should be a little bit more considerate, and they need to go through training again when it's time to pack people curbside orders, because this is just ridiculous. And I feel like they were only nasty to me because I had an EBT card, but at the end of the day, like, it's not that I don't have the money to pay for it, because I told them multiple times, I will pay for this out of pocket. It has nothing to do with money. It's just all about the simple fact that I put my trust into Walmart thinking it was gonna be freshness guaranteed, and y'all gave me a whole issue about exchanging something that I paid for. Like, and I still told the lady, like, she told me, okay, it's gonna be a difference. I don't care about paying the difference. It's just about, y'all are not gonna make me sit here and pay for a whole new item.
I know you're hungry. I know.
Walmart feels stressful. I don't know what's going on. I know in Texas, it seems like everybody done moved down here. You go to Walmart in the middle of the day, but you can't even get through the aisle. It's crowded.
Oh yeah, in Walmart, I'm gonna do a series on surviving Walmart, okay? Because that right there, that is the worst fucking company to ever work at. That place do not give a fuck about a single employee. They will sit here and try to butter you up and make it seem like that everything is oh so swell. Bitch, I made $15 a motherfucking hour for 9 months after being told I was supposed to get 2 fucking raises between that time, okay? I got fussed and cussed at by hella higher ups, but as soon as I fussed and cussed back, a bitch had fucking disciplinary action put against her. Y'all talk mad crazy to everybody and then expect nobody to say shit back to you? Oh, you want me to do all the work that your ass don't want to do and you get paid salary, bitch? Oh, okay. New series, yep.
Some of y'all's customer service is terrible, especially young Walmart workers. And I hate to say this, but it's always one of us. Let me give you the context of what just happened at Walmart when I was with my mom and my sister. We get to a checkout line. Girls start checking us out, ringing up the items. My mom literally says, hey, we have items under the buggy because we had dog food and a case of water. This is what the worker does. Hey, so can I get the scanner? Are you gonna scan it? Continues to scan the rest of the items on the belt. My mom says again, hey, we need the scanner. We have items under the cart. Here's the worker. Hello? Hello? Are you with us? Hello? So the girl finished ringing stuff up on the belt and gives us a total. Mind you, she never gave us the scanner. So my mom has to say again, hey, we didn't get these items under there. Can we have the scanner? Eventually, I guess its mind started working again. She finally gives us the scanner. I scan the items under the cart. Now, I don't know if this is just Walmart's in our area, but the chip on the card, like if you put the card inside of the machine and you're paying with a credit card, it never works. It always gives some type of error. So my mom tries to chip it. They don't have tap. Chip it. Error. It's not working. Now, from previous experiences, we know that sometimes it won't let you swipe at Walmart. Like sometimes the pin pad even says, if you swipe it, it'll say, don't swipe, insert chip. So my mom asked, can I swipe my card? Here go the worker. And I went ahead and told my mom, just swipe, go ahead and swipe the card in her face, because why are you standing here like a rock looking stupid? Like you have one simple job. It's simple. And I work fast food. I know how annoying customers can get. Your job is not that hard. I'm not saying have a whole conversation, but answer questions.
I'm gonna show y'all why y'all don't eat Walmart meat. I couldn't believe this now. Look at this shit. They literally up here selling rotten meat at Walmart. You don't come to Walmart and get no motherfucking meat. This right here, I would say, this is how normal meat is supposed to look. Look at this shit. This meat is bad. This meat is no good. All kind of spots and shit on this motherfucking meat. And wonder why this shit not selling. Just meat, just look. It don't, No. No, they wrong for this. Look how red that meat is and look how black that piece of meat. What the fuck is going on here? Nigga. What the fuck? Where the fuck? Am I at Food City? I feel like I'm at fucking Food City. Nigga. I want some steak. But I refuse to spend $14 and 2 motherfucking cents on steak that is discolored. Bitch, no. Talking about they got this on sale. Hell yeah, I bet it is on sale. All this meat need to be on fucking sale. Don't get no meat from Walmart. Shit is disgusting.
Bruh, I honestly, anytime anybody says their job is hard, and maybe this is just me being like cocky or something, I'm just like, you did not work overnight at Walmart in Huntsville, Alabama. I'm seriously, I've heard of other people talk about it too, and they just goofed off. At mine, dude, it was like jail. Like, seriously, anytime I had like the slightest inconvenience, or I came in early so I could leave 10 minutes early, like anything like that, like literally one time I left 10 minutes early because you come in 10 minutes early, you can leave 10 minutes early, and I'm called over and called, stay and go back to your aisle. Like, it is like a straight up prison. And I know, like, I have a cousin who works at Toyota, and you know, it's similar, so, but you're getting paid substantially more. Bro, you're at Walmart working overnight for $16.50. Walmart is a awful place to work. The amount of people they have working there, there is so many jobs that you can get where you can work like 10 times less. Not to mention that, like, literally, I would compare it to being almost like a slave. Like, you're non-stop. Like, they pull up 5 pallets, they're like, yeah, I need this done in 5 hours. And I'm not even joking. And I'm talking, like, I'm 6 foot. Some people say I'm like taller than that. I don't really think so. Maybe in shoes is 6'2". Well, actually, I was wearing shoes. These pallets are almost 7 feet tall sometimes. And, like, it could range from anything. And they expect you, without a phone sometimes too, because sometimes my phone would die, to put like 500 things in 5 hours. And they're like, and if you don't, they're just like, I'm gonna need you to be faster. And they subtly threaten you, and they're completely passive aggressive and mean the whole entire time. And you're like an 18-year-old kid, 17-year-old kid. They're already abusing you as an overnight worker. Like, they're paying you $16.50 to work overnight, bro. Oh, not to mention, I worked in produce before that. They cut my hours for seasonal, and then, not to like say this was the reason, but I do think it was the reason. We had a very nice, I'll give it, very nice Mexican lady. And all of a sudden, I get cut, my friend gets cut from produce, and that we're told they're cutting for seasonal. And then there's 6 Mexican employees that are there, replacing us. And they're bad. Literally, one of them, their sister, would just come in and do a quick check before, which basically would falsify that she actually did work at the end of the shift. And she never did anything. And she replaced all of my hours. She literally would just sit in the bathroom or in the back room the whole entire shift. Dude, Walmart was terrible. I remember how I quit is the guy came up to me, and I was trying to get a job before quitting. I was at USPS. Well, I was trying to get on to USPS. I didn't get on until 2 months later, which I was cutting it close. The only reason why I worked overnight is because I'm paying for my college, and I almost didn't have enough. And so I had to work overnight. I had to. Like, literally, I had no other choice. I didn't want to have to pull out a student loan. I haven't pulled out a student loan yet. I paid $5,800 out of pocket. And the dude comes over there and he's like, yeah, I'm gonna need you to stock today. And this is my only time. And I'm like, yeah, no, I'm not. I'm not doing that. And he's like, stop joking. No, I'm not. I quit. So that was my a sassy moment, I guess.
We're ranking the 5 worst Walmarts in Ohio. And these aren't just your average long line complaints. We're talking slurs, sabotage, and straight up fraud. Wait until you see what's happening at number 1. Lewis Center Walmart. Nearly 5,000 reviews sitting at 3.8 stars. Sounds fine. until an employee in the electronics section starts loudly debating whether to strangle an animal on his personal phone in front of customers, mid-shift. Clayton Walmart, 5,000 reviews, 3.7 stars. A woman fleeing an abusive relationship asked the auto center to install a tire she had already paid for. They said no because her other tires had low tread, and watched her struggle alone in the parking lot. If any of these sound familiar, tap the like. It tells the algorithm Ohioans deserve to know. Franklin Walmart, over 4,000 reviews, 3.7 stars. When a customer tried to check out and found the registers closed, a cashier called his wife an ethnic slur. Management was, predictably, nowhere to be found. Marion Walmart, over 4,000 reviews, 3.7 stars. A man came in for a simple oil change and left with no power steering, nearly getting stranded in an intersection. 3 employees immediately knew which worker did it. He kept his job. The manager stopped answering calls. 2+ years later, still no compensation. Follow before number 1, so you catch every state we hit next. Columbus West Point, over 6,000 reviews, 3.7 stars. A family visiting from the UK got a haircut quoted at $25, charged $37. Then the stylist grabbed the card without showing the screen and processed an unauthorized $10 tip. When they asked for a receipt, she refused to give one. Drop a comment. Which Ohio Walmart do you think is the actual worst?
Employees seem overworked, bruh. They be seem like they is just stressed out. That's why some of these people gotta wear body cams, cause y'all be wildin'.
We're ranking the 5 worst Walmarts in North Carolina. And these aren't just long line complaints. We're talking tampered baby formula, a deaf woman mocked to her face, and a racial profiling incident so blatant the customer's own words will make your jaw drop. Number 1 is in a city you would not expect. The Garner Supercenter on NC 42 pulls a 3.9 across over 4,500 reviews. But don't let that fool you. One mom bought 4 cans of baby formula at nearly $50 each, hit the road to Florida, and cracked them open to find 3 were already open. 2 possibly filled with a completely different powder substance. Tampered infant food on the shelf. Clayton's Walmart on Town Center Boulevard sits at 3.8 stars with nearly 4,600 reviews. An 82-year-old woman came in needing allergy medicine and tried to complain about how she was being treated. Instead of help, staff called what her granddaughter described as a muscle man to physically remove her from the store. An elderly woman kicked out. If this is making your blood boil, tap the like. It tells the algorithm this stuff matters. Fuquay Varina's Walmart on East Broad Street has 3.8 stars from nearly 3,900 customers. A deaf woman with cochlear implants asked the cashier to speak up. After she turned to leave, she watched that same employee point at her, mimic her implants, and laugh to a coworker. She saw the whole thing, and she wrote one of the most composed, heartbreaking letters we've ever read in a 1-star review. Burlington's Walmart on South Graham Hopedale Road has 3.7 stars across over 4,300 reviews. One shopper with 15 items headed to self-checkout when an employee loudly announced to the entire floor, quote, "Watch them." 3 staff then stood and stared while she rang herself up. She left everything in the cart and walked out. Follow before number 1 drops. We're hitting a new state next week. The worst Walmart in North Carolina is the Asheville Supercenter on Bleachery Boulevard. 3.7 stars, but over 7,400 reviews deep. A black customer asked an older white employee for help finding a beauty product. She unlocked the case, then the moment he reached in, she snapped, quote, "You are not to touch anything in there." He politely told her to get it herself. The whole thing is on record. Drop a comment if you've had a Walmart experience worse than any of these. We genuinely want to know.
Let's read negative reviews of my local Walmart. 1 star, they never have the new Beyblades in stock. Really? Beyblades? That's what we're going with? 1 star, my experience there was good, found everything needed. Then why'd you give it 1 star? Went to 2 Walnarts, both out of Smoky Mountain Herbal Snuff, disappointed. Aw, poor guy just wanted his Smoky Mountain Herbal Snuff. 1 star, it's Walmarty. And lastly, I wanted to point out this review. Now the review itself is nothing special. I just thought it was funny how they included a picture of the llama they bought. Like it has nothing to do with the review, they just felt the need to include it.
11 reasons why Walmart is evil. Let's break it down and examine the facts. We all know Walmart already pays low wages and never has enough employees on the clock. But let's get into some of the less obvious reasons that they're evil and you likely didn't even realize. First up, Walmart has been sued countless times over gender discrimination, from using male-biased language coding to hiring far more men in general, to promoting far more men. Rather than being found guilty on any of these charges though, they instead settle each of these lawsuits out of court, paying the plaintiff cash settlements to avoid a guilty verdict and headlines. Second, Walmart loves calling the cops on their customers, especially with all this self-checkout stuff going on right now. They've made headlines for calling police on teenagers stealing $3 eye drops, which isn't all that evil because it is theft, right? Well, what about the dozens of times they called the police to report customers stealing from their self-checkout lines just to find out that there was no theft at all? This has happened repeatedly since going almost completely self-service at most locations and is still happening after making the headlines over and over again, which goes right into number 3, favoring profits over employment by switching to self-service checkouts and eliminating thousands of jobs and adding hundreds of millions of dollars of profit to their balance sheet. There is no trickle-down effect here either. It all went straight to the Waltons executives and shareholders. Number 4 is even worse and tells us just how they get their items priced so damn low to begin with. Most of their dirt cheap items come from sweatshops in developing countries. Remember that garment factory in Bangladesh that collapsed in 2013, killing over 1,100 people? Maybe. Well, the Telegraph points out that Walmart was one of their top clients, and hundreds of girls employed by that factory were as young as 13 years old. These situations in these sweatshops are just as abusive as you'd think. According to CNN, female workers in Walmart's overseas factories struggle through mandatory overtime day after day in an unsafe workplace and for minimal pay, enduring temperatures so hot that mass fainting episodes are a real and common thing. So yes, that's why your Walmart shirt is so cheap. Even in the United States though, Walmart has gotten embroiled in an uncomfortably substantial list of child labor scandals, according to the Irish Independent, with kids as young as 5 doing demanding farm work. The Morningside Center points out that Walmart has faced multiple fines over and over again for this very same issue. And number 5 is another reason prices are so low. They take advantage of the for-profit, privatized prison system. Paying prisoners about $2 an hour may not sound all that bad because they are criminals and they deserve it, right? Well, this is exactly why prisons are so hell-bent on locking up as many people as possible and keeping them locked up for as long as possible. These for-profit prison systems are paid more than $2 an hour per prisoner, and they keep the difference, plus they receive other bonuses and compensation from the government for keeping maximum occupancy. Walmart is simply helping perpetuate this heinous act and keeping people in the system for life, even over petty crimes. And all of the prison labor that they use adds to their ability to use Made in USA stickers on their labels because it was made in a USA prison. And the 6th reason Walmart is evil has to do with the millions that they spent fighting unions, going as far as hiring Lockheed Martin, a U.S. defense contractor, to spy on their own employees. Not to mention their anti-union department, which will fly to any store within 24 hours of union posters being hung or mentioned in the store. Reason number 7 you should follow me, like this video, and despise Walmart even more is the time that they've stolen from their employees by forcing them to work off clock, skip breaks, and even pay for their own uniforms in many cases. They once changed their dress code, forcing employees to buy the new ones, resulting in $100 million in profit for the company. Reason number 8 to stop shopping at Walmart is the hundreds of millions they've spent upgrading their cameras to watch your every move. They record every single word from your mouth and the algorithms deployed to auto-track your every step. And then they use this footage against you, even weeks later, after you've already left the store. The real problem here is how many innocent people they've reported to police over suspicion. In many cases, the footage looks compelling, and without a receipt to prove otherwise, you look guilty until proven innocent, which isn't the way any of this should work. And for number 9, let's remind you all of the times that they've been caught rehanging used and returned underwear back on the racks, marked as new. But it's cheap, so who cares, right? Well, number 10 shouldn't be surprising to anyone that they lie about literally everything. When they announced that they hired 1,700 assistant managers, they failed to mention that they just fired 3,500 co-managers. When they said they raised the minimum wage to $11 an hour, it's because they fired over 10,000 people, demoted even more, and closed dozens of locations, which goes into the most evil reason in my own opinion. The 11th reason why Walmart is evil is how they purposely pop up locations so close to each other all over the US. Sometimes only 2 minutes down the road from each other, sometimes only 1 mile away from each other. And this is on purpose. They put these stores near every neighborhood on purpose. They come in with lower prices and closer to the neighborhoods, stealing customers away from the mom and pop shops that may already be there. They undercut locally owned businesses till their breaking point. Mom and pop shops can only compete for so long before going out of business. Once they close shop and Walmart has gained all of the customers, they close one of those 2 unnecessary locations and move to another neighborhood and do it again. They may spend tens of millions of dollars doing this, but they gain hundreds of millions by intentionally bankrupting people and running everyone else out of business.
What are we doing? This has to change, especially with delivery. It's disgusting. And this is brand new apples. That is disgusting. I sometimes have apples in my fridge for at least a week or 2, and they do not look disgusting like this. This delivery I just had was horrible. And almost every time Walmart delivery is horrible. But not only was I missing like at least 8 of my items, but now you're gonna give me some shitty ass apples? I don't think so. I understand Walmart, 100%. You get paid $15 an hour to not give a shit. But if this was my job, I guarantee you I would give a shit. I would check expiration dates. I would be in contact as much as I can with the, customers, or a way to communicate to make sure my people, my customers, get exactly what they need. This bullshit of items missing, giving rotten items, broken, and you're charging like $12. And if you do have food stamps something, you do have a lower amount. It's like, I think 6 something. This has to stop. If you're paying your employees at least $15 an hour, you gotta change. For real. That is disgusting. And for you to even sell items like that, and I know you do. I know you do, especially with produce. Check your produce, everybody, because at least produce, because they don't check it. Don't get me wrong. The outside looks normal, so you wouldn't really know. But I know for other items that I seen or got myself, they don't check it. I can't count how many times I'm like, oh, this is expired. Oh, this is expired. That's great. Let's put it back out. Walmart, please, let's start to give a shit. Even just a little bit. It's an improvement.
Hey, TikTok, I want to show y'all something. Be careful with these stores. Be careful in Walmart. Look at this. So, the date on this is Best Buy October the 23rd, 2024. Today is July the 19th. I've been noticing companies been pushing back the dates to maintain shelf life to try to sell more of this stuff because I know the economy. Now check this out. This is supposed to be good until October. It was a full container. We already poured some out, but I wanted to show y'all this. This is bad already. Check it out. Look at this. Look how chunky this is. Look. It's coffee creamer now. Look how it's going down. Look at it's all curd already. Look at this. Look how it's coming out in chunks. It's very eggy. Look at this. It's like a solid slime. Be careful. Now look how slow it's going down, how thick it is. This is supposed to have a shelf life of October 23rd. Even the almond milk, I purchased almond milk last month, it was the same thing. Check this out. Look at this now. Companies been trying to maintain shelf life by putting inaccurate dates on the supplies to make them last longer. Perishable items. Look at this. I've been noticing this for the last couple months. Be very careful of your dairy products and things that you buy out of Walmart and big brand stores. Look at this. This is a liquid. Look how it's stuck and stagnant in the center. Look at this. Look at this look. So make sure you're checking the dates. Check the kids' milk.
Check your coffee creams before you just pour it. Pour a little bit down the drain. It won't kill you to pour some out, but it might kill you if you drink it. Y'all be safe.
A lot of folks don't even go inside no more. I understand it be crowded, but sometimes, man, you wanna interact with people sometimes, man. But sometimes it's too much people. I ain't gonna lie. So I get picked up, bro.
I apologize for the terrible lighting, but I have to tell this story because I am so pissed right now. Don't get Walmart Plus for delivery of groceries. It's not freaking worth the headache. And just to be clear, I may swear in this, so if you're a kid that follows me, please move along because this is not my normal content, but I cannot let this stand. This is so ridiculous. So I got a really late order for delivery, 8 to 9 p.m. It was in the app. I ordered. I was like, I don't have time to run to the store, but I need milk. My milk was sour this morning. Did not have a chance to replace it. So I got a whole bunch of things to meet the $35 minimum to get my gallon of milk here. 8 o'clock rolls around. I haven't got a notification like I usually do saying that my order is ready or the substitutions or whatever. I'm a little nervous, but it's not unusual. 8:30 rolls around. I finally get the notification of my substitutions. I'm like, okay, this is good. It should be processing and on its way really soon. 9 o'clock, nothing. 9:30, nothing. But, I mean, maybe they're running late or the driver was somewhere else. I don't know how it works. 10 o'clock, still nothing. Everyone in my house is asleep except me because I can't go to bed because my order may come at any minute. I finally start looking on the app to see if I can call or whatever, and it says contact us if it's been past an hour. So I start chatting away with someone on Walmart.com, and they tell me that my order was canceled by the driver. What? Excuse me? So the driver just decided they didn't want to deliver my order and canceled it? How is that a thing? Get another driver. My brain cannot even handle that concept. I didn't cancel my order. The driver canceled could they not find my house? Is my number not listed? So I'm going back and forth with these people and they're like, do you want a refund? I'm like, of course I do. I have no other choice. What else are you going to do? That's the only thing you can do. And they go and say, well, it can be 10 business days for your refund to go through. So now I don't get my milk because a driver canceled my order and I don't even get my money back for almost 10 days. And it'll probably be shorter than that. But really, are you kidding me? What if this was a $100 order or something? Not to mention, I just signed up for this Walmart Plus free delivery, all that crap recently because I was just I need it. I need the extra time. And the last order I did, it's pending on my account for 2 charges of the same amount. And one should fall off, but it hasn't yet. So I'm out that double money plus this order that I won't get refunded for up to 10 days. So yes, Walmart Plus sucks. Walmart in general is usually okay with pickup, but delivery, don't do it. I got my milk from the gas station down the street. Now I'm going to bed.
Damn, Walmart Plus, boy, y'all messing up. Boy, y'all gotta get that right, man. She on y'all head. Man, if y'all know anybody who's tired of Walmart, man, leave a comment. Let me know, man. Till next time, I'm gonna see y'all.